Welcome back to my channel. Okay, we're doing something different. Okay, it is Brianna Aubrey. So today we're going to be filming a mental healing segment. So this is going to be new. Okay, so remember guys, when I used to do the mental health Mondays, loved it, right? So this is kind of like a spinoff on my mental health Mondays, really. This is called Cause Let's Talk About It. Okay, because let's talk about it. So this is that is what it's called. And this is a mental healing segment that I'm going to be posting on my YouTube as much as I can. I'm not going to tell you once a week, twice a week. I don't know. But I think I'm going to have 4 to 5 episodes of this season. The mental healing segment, because let's talk about it, is really just going to be about mental health and mental healing. It's going to be about having those uncomfortable conversations. It's going to be about, asking questions that people maybe are afraid to ask. And all of my guests that come on, they'll have the opportunity to share their story. You'll hear a little bit about my story. Just having the conversation, talking about it, bringing more awareness to it, even helping others. I'm going to be dropping some gems. My guests are going to be dropping some gems in here as well. So it's amazing. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to have something like this for a long time. So I really do hope you guys enjoy. And I'm back. But yes, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And that's really what this is all about. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And let's get into it. Hi guys. Yee. Welcome back. I'm excited. Okay, so today on this mental healing segment, we have Essence Foster.
Hello.
Exciting. Okay, so we're going to be talking about, of course, for the very, very, very first episode, we're going to talk about mental healing and mental health, of course. So I'm excited. We're going to get to know Essence a little bit. So tell us a little bit about you and give us 3 fun facts about you.
So I am an artist from Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm a big sister of 3, a complete and total empath. And healing is really important to me. It fuels a lot of my work, a lot of my everyday conversations. So it's my favorite thing to talk about.
Good. Okay, great. We love that. So we're going to have a great time today. Okay, we love that. So make sure you guys go and support Essence. I will have all of her information linked in the bio. Yes. And we're going to get into it. So, okay, so you're the guest. Do you ask the first question or do I? I think I ask. Do I ask? I ask.
You can start it off as the host. You can start it off.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so what has been the hardest part about your healing process or your healing journey?
The hardest part is thinking you're good to go and then another lesson just knocks you back.
Right. Yeah.
it's so non-linear, and you think there's a finish line, or you think there's a point where you can say I'm good, or that's done, that's in the past. But there's so much complexity to trauma and healing that you're really never finished. So if you wanted to say to someone, I don't have the capacity to maintain this friendship, I need to go get it together and then come back, you can't say in August I'll have the capacity. It's super tough. So just knowing that it's always moving and some of the decisions are just really up to you.
Yes, absolutely. I had to come to that rude awakening about a month or 2 ago. I was like, wow, the process kind of, not that it never ends, but you're always going to be working on yourself. Like you're always going to be healing. You're always going to be working on yourself. We're not perfect. So it's an everyday job.
Yeah. Full time.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. That was great. I love that. Thanks. Okay, so what advice would you give someone who is contemplating on starting their healing journey? So if they're like, I don't know if I want to discover those parts about myself right now, or they're conflicted, or just anything like
I would definitely say no matter what age you are or where you're at in life, take your time. There's, like I said, there's not a timeline. There's not 100% mark.
Yeah.
It's just every day that you're given on this earth, you have the decision to operate at max capacity. And I think taking the time to evaluate your life and understanding why certain things might not be working, why you're going through the same thing. If you're experiencing a constant negative emotion, it's probably not for no reason. So I would say take your time and be kind to yourself. If you're a visual person, imagine the way like 12-year-old or 7-year-old you would want to be spoken to and cared for. Or imagine what they would say to you if you were to ask, what was it that you were missing out on that got us here today?
Amen. Absolutely. Yes. Those tough conversations with your inner child, honey. I be, what's the problem? What's the issue today?
Definitely. Yes.
Hush.
Relax.
Yes, exactly. So those conversations are definitely necessary. I tell people that all the time. Talk to yourself. Okay, work it out. Talk to yourself. Get it together because it's just you at the end of the day. So yeah, that is lovely. We love that. Gems from Essence. Yeah, snaps.
Oh my goodness. So I'm a really big fan of perspective. Awesome. So I'm going to kind of take your questions and, turn them around to get another view of the same topic. So what would you say really makes you happy about healing? Like when you talk about it, when you think about your journey, what is the most exciting, like, yes, other than obviously healing, but is there a certain type, a certain space you've been in, any triumphs, stuff like that?
Yes. Okay, so I have several, but I would say my number one thing is the process. Like I love looking at myself now and I'm like, wow, a year ago, that would have been a completely different reaction. Oh. 2 years ago, completely different behavior. Like I love seeing my process. Like I love seeing my growth. And when I get into these spaces where, I'm challenged a little bit, I'm able to see that growth. And because I've been doing it for so long, I've been on my healing journey for so long, I catch it like instantly. Like I had a moment yesterday, I had a moment a month ago. Like it's that frequent for me. So it's just a process. Like I love seeing it. I'm like, wow, I would have cussed you out about a year ago. So growing, okay?
Yes.
Girl, you would have got something in a minute, but literally I love the process. Like it's amazing.
Beautiful. Okay. I see this trend a lot on TikTok, so I guess it's really good to talk about it. If you were to imagine like 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old you, how do you think they would view you? Like, would they say she's super cool, or who is that girl? I don't recognize her, or we're the same, like what do you think they would say to you or offer to you?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question. I think because I was in the toxic environment that I was in during that time, I think my little self would be like, take me with you. Like, as sad as that may sound, but I think my little self will be like, can I come? Like, can I come with you? Like, can I come live with you? Like, can we work something out? Literally, like, honestly, that would be my first question to myself. Like, where do you live? Or
that's so awesome though. Like
crazy, like, oh my goodness, I'd be ready to go. I've always just been like ready to go. Like as a kid, and it sucks because like I didn't, my childhood was kind of taken away from me at a young age. So like I never really had the opportunity to just enjoy being a kid. So I would have literally jumped over hurdles and mountains to be a kid. Literally. So any healthy adult, I've been like, hey, what you doing? Yes. But you're nice. So yeah, as a kid, I would have been like, take me with you. I'm ready to go.
I love that. Great.
Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. And I would have been ready to go. My bag.
Right.
I have my backpack. I have my shoes.
I'm prepared.
I would have been serious. So yes, for sure. Okay, love that. Okay, so I have this lovely quote. Now I'm big on like self-reflecting. I love doing it all the time. I love talking about it too. So I'm just gonna randomly pick one. Literally, I'm a maniac. Like on my phone, it's like ridiculousness. On my phone, it's so many self-reflection quotes on here. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm actually gonna give you two quotes, and then you let me know how those fit with you. So if you don't know who you are, people fall in love with who you're not. Oh, word. You're like, woo.
Whoa.
Isn't that right? Let's talk about it. Oh my goodness. Powerful, right? When I seen it, I was like, shut up. You in my business? Don't do that.
Do you want to back up? Oh, okay. So lately, I have been really struggling with imposter syndrome. Mm-hmm. So I definitely identify.
What is that really quickly?
So it's basically when you feel like a fraud, when you feel like people understand something of you that is only their perception and not a fact. So with me, it's like, you're so pretty, you're so nice, you're talented, and you're gonna go far. And I'm like, oh, if only you knew I wasn't healed, and I don't eat breakfast, and you know what I'm saying, like all these things. And I'm like, you believe in me, but it's only because you have part of the story, stuff like that. So the quote is, I guess, challenging me to navigate that, to really tackle why I feel like an imposter, and to not be so hard on myself, to understand that being the complete and total you and healing past the you that was surviving. Because a lot of people meet you in survival mode. Yes. So you could label me as defensive, argumentative, or too shy or weird, but you don't get to dictate how I make it through each of my 24 hours. So it encourages me to find my natural self. I believe that there is a original design when it comes to essence. I think that I was created this way, and that is how my creator sees me. But so many earthly issues have come on to me, and I've lost the original design. So a lot of my healing is getting back to this is how I see you. You're my child, and I created you specifically like this, and I need you to understand this is what you were made for, not to be telling people you're not worth that much money, or
right, exactly.
So awesome. That one,
that's crazy that I said that. You were like, woo.
It like, if I would have been blown back physically, I could have flew against that wall. Oh my gosh. Next. I need a button. Next.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so this one says, okay, so let's see this one. Okay, the people you lose during your healing process are only meant to be with the unhealed version of you.
Yeah. Yep. Here we are again at the front door. I actually did an episode. At one point, I was doing conversations on my page.
Awesome.
So I actually had an episode about people, I think it was not being able to go where you're going, or it was you too. I had that conversation for one of my posts. How you just, I'm going to be somebody different on the other side of my trauma. You might not recognize me. We can't have the same conversations. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to watch that show no more. These songs don't appeal to me. That used to be funny to me. That used to be attractive to me, but you can't approach me like that now that I love me a whole lot. So
yes,
it's different. It gets really different. I identify with that because I don't see a lot of it. I think that I keep people around me that They more so recognize what I'm going through than identify with that version of me. So it's more like, hey, you're isolating. Then like they love it when I'm traumatized, you know? So I haven't lost anybody yet. I don't know what's coming, but I haven't really experienced that. I just know that mentally that may be something I need to prepare for. It can't be something that I resist, because then I will again be stepping in my own way. So that's a great reminder of like, this ain't easy. It's not always going to be, I support you, heal, be better. It might be like, yo, that's weird. Like you're praying every morning. Well, we got to do this and that, you know?
Right. Exactly. Absolutely. And I think it should be normalized. I think we should normalize, like, you know, I think we should normalize losing people, period. Whether I say family, friends, you know, whoever, spouses, whoever it is, I think we need to kind of normalize that period when you're growing. You're not always going to have the same partner, have the same group of friends. And oh my gosh, it's crazy. I've experienced it. I've lost several people. And for the longest, it took me a while because I'm like, you know, like, is it me during that time? Because, you know, I didn't truly love myself as much as I do now, or value myself either, if we're going to be honest. Okay. So it was always like is it me type of thing, or, you know, maybe I was too rude, or maybe I was too loud. And sometimes I get gaslighted into thinking like, okay, maybe I did, or maybe this, or maybe that. And then I would alter myself to fit their level of comfort. And it was terrible because I wasn't being myself. Like every time I was to alter myself, it was a little piece of me just kind of getting thrown away, basically. So once I dug deep and I was like, you know, and I prayed and I was talking to God, and I just found myself more, I was like, okay, no, ma'am. Like literally, I had to have like this whole self-talk with myself. And I gradually, once I started to heal, of course, I learned to love myself. And I think it should be normal. Like a lot of people are very distraught and, you know, kind of chaotic when it comes to losing people. But it's normal, of course, especially if you're someone who pours into people. I get it. I'm a pourer myself. I love to pour into others. So I get it 1,000%, but I think it should be normal. Like, I think I really do, because it's going to happen. Like even in relationships, like you're not going to be the same partner you were within 6 months. And then you guys are together for 2 years. You're not going to be the same. I hope you're not. I really hope you are not the same person, but you're not supposed to be. You're going to grow. Yes. So it's up to your friends and your family and your spouses and whoever you surround yourself with to create that safe space for you. So, amen. Well, y'all make it normal. Okay. Society, are y'all listening? Hello. Everybody else, let's make it normal. Okay. To lose people throughout your healing process. It's okay.
It's really fine. If you are grounded enough to understand that everything that's yours has your name on it. So like, what is a loss? You know, if you have those roots within yourself, then there is no type of environment that can knock you over. Whatever it is, it's going to be like, okay, I understand. I took this from it, on down the path.
Right. Exactly. So what they say, it's like, if it's not a blessing, it's a lesson. I think I heard that before.
Yeah.
Take it as that. Don't take it as like a loss. Take it as, I know now, and I know what I'm going to do moving forward.
Absolutely. So, I don't know if you did it on purpose, but these quotes definitely go like together. I don't know if you heard it, but you literally quoted the first one in your second answer.
Oh, I didn't though. That was my spirit then, because I literally, it's just flowing out at this point. Literally.
You own it. You're on it.
We love that. Yay. Yes. That was so much fun. But thank you. Thank you so much. I want to end every segment with you giving lovely viewers some advice about what is something I would say that helps you throughout your day, on a day-to-day, because I feel like that's a bit more realistic for my people who, you know, they probably won't be able to like come to this video when they're going through something or something like that. So hopefully they can take this, you know, with them. So what would be like your day-to-day, something on your day-to-day that helps you?
My day-to-day. So there's different types of days that you could have. So I have a couple different solutions. If you are sad or you're feeling like, what's the point or something of that nature, I would just get up and do right by yourself. So make yourself get in a good, thorough shower, do your skin if you like doing your skin. Black girls with roots down in here, massage your scalp, you know, release the, you know what I'm saying? Do something, get up and do something that is feeding back this direction. Open the windows, go outside, sit in silence in nature and just be attentive to just that, focus on just that. I find that sometimes just calling somebody to pour into them ends up feeding me. So it's not like a selfish thing, like I'm going to go get what I can from this person. It's more like, I wonder who else needs love today. Let me reach out to the best friend I haven't talked to or the uncle that lives alone. And they end up like lifting you. It just happens like that. So that's big advice. And the main thing is just you are breathing. And that's a big privilege. Just taking time to truly count your blessings. You open your eyes and it might not feel the best, but that's a sign that you're supposed to be here and it's going to be okay. Literally, I tell myself every day, I just got to make it to tomorrow. I just got to wake up tomorrow. And that's the beginning of the greatest story ever.
Amen. Absolutely. We love that. Yes. We love that. Did y'all hear that? You heard.
Listen.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you next time.
Bye.